It's clear to me that Donald doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. The withdrawal from Syria has allowed the Turks to massacre hundreds of Kurds, soldiers, and civilians. His tweeted threat of economic destruction is nothing more than a threat. As was the following pronouncement.
Heshi, anyone who believes his tweets about Syria and ISIS is very naive. He claims we were going to be in Syria for 30 days. No one said that. That claim is absolutely weird. Only a moron would believe it, or even think that it was possible to accomplish any incursion in 30 days. It was supposed to be a short-term event, but as you can see it never was. In fact, many experts said from the beginning, the fight against ISIS will take time.
Donald's really dangerous. He talks to these dictators and he believes whatever bullshit they tell him. Plus he doesn't listen to our intelligence experts. I would like to see the transcript of his call with Erdogan. One other thing, who is this Pastor Brunson? I never heard of him.
Pastor Brunson is a missionary of the Evangelical Presbyterian Church. He was imprisoned sometime in 2016 during the attempted coup in Turkey. The charges against him were trumped up, mainly because he was a Christian missionary, and we did gain his release by first sanctioning 2 high-ranking officials of the Turkish government, then we used US economic sanctions and tariffs. So in this case Donald is telling the truth.
But, right now, Donald's pulled the troops and Turkey has gone batshit, killing Kurds, and Erdogan is planning to dump 2 million Syrian refugees into the area of Syria that the Kurds occupied. It's so bad that the Syrians ask the Kurds to rejoin them. Imagine the Syrians are willing to help Kurds, while we the great United States have abandoned them, and Donald continues to distort all the facts associated with this disaster.
When we were at 96 and 95 and 97%, I sort of said, let the other countries in the area finish it off. And I was met with a lot of anger from some people in our country. I said, all right, I'll finish it off. And I got together with our generals. I flew to Iraq. I got together and we did it very quickly, far quicker than any general from here told us we could do it. We had some great people over there. They did it quickly.
We know that Donald's timeline is wrong because the US-led coalition reported in January 2018 that 98% of the territory, once held by the Islamic State, had been reclaimed. But it took till March 2019 to reclaim the Islamic State's final stronghold in eastern Syria. That's a lot more time than Trump claims it took.
I said to the European countries, you got to take your ISIS. You know, we have 60,000, maybe even 70,000 people. And we took it over 100% of the caliphate. I took over quickly. It was a mess when I came to office, and I think most of you would agree to that. I took it over, but then I said, what are we going to do with these 60 to 70,000 people that are, and I said, I want them to go back to Germany, to France, to different European countries from where they came. And I said to the European countries, I said, well, they came from Germany or they came from France, take them back.
But that's false. Most of the captured Islamic State fighters are from Iraq and Syria, not Europe.
Look, I think it's clear to us that Donald just wants to get out of Syria because he promised his base he would get us out. It's another one of his actions against whatever Obama did.
I agree. I believe Donald is shocked that so many of his so-called supporters are voicing opposition to his throwing the Kurds under the bus action.
It's a monumental betrayal. It's a stupid and irrational act, and then he compounds it by saying in a text, the Kurds didn't help us at Normandy. After 11,000 Kurds were killed fighting ISIS, Normandy was World War II. What has that got to do with 2019? I'm putting that statement down as one of Donald's most outlandish prevarications.
This is what I'm sure of. The man is the great prevaricator, so it doesn't surprise me when he obliterates the truth, and his ego prevents him from recognizing the damage he has done to the image of the United States by his rash, thoughtless actions. Abandoning an ally and allowing another so-called ally to murder them is a fucking disgrace.
Are obliterating economic sanctions enough to make up for this monumental blunder? I say no. THX for watching.